everyone, Fancraft. That's right, it's Bo here, and we're back here on another Fancraft, doing some collecting of the terracotta, because today, hello, hang on, getting distracted. Okay, we need this web. A couple weeks back, we built our web facility, and the whole concept was that we were going to sell web in the web facility. And web is great because, you can't craft it. You can only find it, and it's not just like readily available. It's not like you could just go around, turn the corner, and then suddenly, whoa, hello. All right, I stand corrected. Come here, spider. Come here. Oh, no. Yep. I'm poisoned. Oh, no. Okay, this episode is not starting the way that it was supposed to. I'm going to come back and do this later. I'm going to definitely come back and do this later. This was not how this was supposed to start. But yes, I'm over here gathering terracotta because later on today, we are absolutely going to need all this terracotta, if not more, for a project that we're going to be working on today. A project that we started last week. In fact, finishing projects, or at least continuing projects we started last week, is very much the theme of this week, because we are going to be working on the Avengers Tower today, among other things. So last week we laid down the groundwork for it, and we got a good start to it. Oh, did I leave anything behind? No, everything's fine. We laid down the base, and so now all there is to do, is literally build everything. So today we're not going to finish it. We're just going to get a good start on the tower portion, one side and the other side. And if that doesn't make sense to you, well, it's about to, because let's go ahead and jump into the building. You can kind of see it starting to come together, right? I mean, it's got a long way to go, but significant progress has been made. I mean, that's looking really solid. So big shout out, by the way, to Dr. Alien. Big shout out to all the Fancrafters, of course, who've been gathering up all the resources we need to make this project happen. But beyond that, I want to give a special shout out this week to Dr. Alien, who helped mirror this kind of angle, part of the tower on the opposite end. I kind of put this one together and put it out to the Fancrafters to see who wanted the jib of mirroring the other side, and Doc Alien rose to the occasion. Now, as you can see, we've also started to glass up between these two sides on this portion of the build, but the real trick is about this side right here. So this, as you can kind of tell, is the portion with all kind of the big glass pavilions and offices. Who knows what we'll put on each level. You know what I mean? Like, there could be like a gamma lab here. There could be like a training facility there. Maybe Tony Stark's cars up there for some strange reason. Like all of that stuff. Like there's great things that we could do potentially with every single level. But the top portion is going to require some finesse. And that's where the big, signature A is going to be. And then, of course, the landing dock for the Quinjet. And then the other factor that's a little tricky is how this kind of curves in with what will end up being more traditional, like office windows. What I mean by that, well, let me just show you. What we're going to do is kind of have this kind of in between these, the cool kind of glassed off area and the angle. You have kind of just what are essentially just traditional office basic windows of any kind of corporate headquarters, or, just look at a building. They get little repetitive. And if I had white window panes, I'd fill them with white window panes. Now, I've seen this portion of the Avengers Tower done in a lot of different ways with more of just kind of a gray looking, motif going on versus black. or more of like a white motif going on with more blacked out windows. But I've experimented a little bit with creative, and I really think that what works the best is the black. Now, those windows look quite large at the moment, but once we add the window panes, the walls are going to connect, just like those just did, to the windows, and it's going to fill up a lot more. But basically, we'll have a bunch of that running all the way up, but we'll actually extend out these windowed areas further in as they go to the top. So basically it'll kind of curve over here and then curve up there and then ultimately curve into what will be the helicarrier landing pad. And then you've got kind of the top Avengers headquarters portion with the giant A. Look, I realize it's tough to kind of visualize it. All right. But just use your imagination and you'll kind of see it. But anyway, that's the plan for the future, to kind of give you a sense of what we're trying to do here. But in other news, last week we started a competition. Oh my gosh, look at this. Whoa, there is a flower blossom on top of the snow globe. Okay, this is like the episode I get distracted because there's like a lot of things I don't notice until I start recording. But this is cool. That's so cool. All right, yeah. So Snow has put a blossom on top of our snow globe right here, and I think it looks really, really great. You know, I've been wondering about, we've got all these little particles from like the flower and everything that's kind of filling up the snow globe and everything. It'd be kind of cool if we incorporated more of the cherry blossoms around as well. Maybe with like some sort of hanging gardens motif around the globe. I don't know if that would look good or not. I might run it by Snow and see what she thinks, but that could be kind of cool. This is, so nice. All right, what was I saying? Distraction. Yes, last week we had started a bit of an invitation, if you will, into our little Mandalorian enclave that we've got hidden away in the Star Wars district for anybody that wants to compete for the next artifact for our world, and that is, of course, the Darksaber. Now, we've got one more day to go, but I think I can go ahead and look and see who all we have. Oh, snap. All right, so we got Jason, Toys, Fox, Snow. Wait, Snow Pockafett. That's brilliant. Kyle, me, Dr. Alien, Will, and Night Valen. I'm taking me out, okay? I'm taking me out because technically I'm currently the holder of the Darksaber because I was the one that had to create it. So from that standpoint, it's unnecessary. Okay, so we've got 8 Mandalorians. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually, I didn't expect everybody to get on board with this, and that is a lot more than I thought. So that's okay. That's all right. We're gonna have competitions. We're gonna whittle them down. We're gonna see who the true Mandalore is. But the thing is, we need a space for the next phase of this, like how we're going to collect the bounties that we're gonna send everybody on. And I think I know just the thing. But to build it, we need a spaceport, or at least a little mini spaceport. And I'm thinking that might be this right back here might be a perfect section for essentially like a spaceport biome where we can kind of build some ships. Maybe some might be like little midair, not like way up in the sky, but like just barely taking off. Some might be landed. That could be really cool. If you look over here, you can see the line to where the Star Wars district is going to end right at where our big team build will be. It's a dangerous section. It's not lit up. But yeah, I'm thinking that right here, this little back corner, that's going to be really nice. That's going to be a good spot for it. Now, this is a build that is going to take a lot of like tinkering. So to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like in terms of a time lapse. So, let's just hope it all works out. What can I say? This is the way. right, so I'm not sure exactly how much of the time lapse is going to end up in the video, but yeah, that was tricky. But you know what? I think it was worth it. It looks great. Ladies and gentlemen, here landing in the Star Wars district, whoa, is Boba Fett's ship, or Slave One, or the Spitfire, or whatever it is we're calling it these days. I feel like it's gone through a bunch of different names, but as you can see, it is here, and, okay, all right. All right, it doesn't look as good close up, okay? But if we pull out a little bit, and ta-da, I think it looks pretty solid. It took some work getting this thing right, and I think it's the perfect place for our Mandalorians to bring their bounties and come in and turn them in once we announce it. We'll actually be announcing it on Discord, what all they'll be going after, and specifically, it's going to be a Wither skeleton head, a zombie head, a creeper head, and a piglin head. And so we basically all of the mob heads that you can get except for the Ender Dragon. They've got to each collect them. They'll have a set amount of time to get it done, and those that are able to do so will move on to the next round to see who will get the Darksaber. But, one of the things that's been bothering me a little bit about this build, during, of course, it was the ship, but now that it's built, it's actually the platform. I wanted to go with something like spacey, right? Like give kind of a space, spaceport type vibe. And so I went with the blue terracotta. And I guess from the top, it's not too bad. I don't know. To me, though, as I pull back, it just kind of looks like a cake. Just like a layered cake. All right, maybe not from that angle, but like over here, look. It looks like a cake that they put Boba Fett's ship on top of. And that's not quite what we're going for. I'm wondering if I just kind of go to the edges right here and just boom, 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 boom. Throw some of this in. It takes out some of the color, but to some extent that's okay, right? I mean, while we may have some prequel era builds, outside of the prequel era, Star Wars is not overly colorful. That might look a little bit better, actually. I think that's the way that we go with it. I think we get rid of the terracotta on the edge. I'm just kind of like intersplicing with some of the different styles of andesite. Yeah, I think this is a game changer right here. I think this is the one. If you're like me, you use kind of a flat world to test out your builds and everything, and that's great. But once you put it around, like, the trees and hills and natural background and everything, it changes everything. So you got to be ready to get creative and not be so married to the concept that you originally started with that it keeps you from making it right for your world. And I think we may have just done that. Okay, pulling back and... Oh, I like that a lot better. Yeah, that's way, way better. Okay, yes, that is eons better. So there you go. We did it. We did the thing. We built Boba Fett's ship here in Minecraft in the Star Wars district, and all we got to do is just let the little Mandalorians know that it's time to get their headhunt on so that they can find out who will be the one to get the next artifact, the Darksaber. Oh yeah, this is definitely the way. This is definitely the way. Now, one of the things that was tricky is while I was doing this, we lost one bedroom sleep because of an update to Minecraft. And at the same time that I was working on all of this, Snow was doing updates to the snow globe. And check it out. She put a big rainbow flower on the top. It looks awesome. Extremely colorful. I love what she's got going on here. This is a really cool build. And there's one other addition I wanted to kind of showcase real quick, which is I have built myself... No. Actually, this was probably a bad idea to do before lighting things up. Okay, that was a mistake. Anyway, yes, I built a bridge. I built a bridge from the mainland to my base. And maybe that was a bad idea. Because this is all lit up over here, but nothing is lit up over there other than those two torches I just dropped. But the goal is so that we've got Beta Ray Phil here. Now I can actually ride Beta Ray Phil over to the spawn area or in and around, the various districts once they get a little bit more established. And, we get some roads in and everything. So we'll be set. We'll be set. Don't worry, buddy. We're going to put you to good work. I promise you. I promise you that. But this has definitely been one of our busiest episodes of Fancraft to date. We've got massive progress going on with the Avengers Tower. We have got a brand new build here in the Star Wars district. There it is right there with Boba Fett's ship, as well as kind of, maybe even a new biome-esque idea, or at least the inspiration for another biome. I'd love it if we had other like just landing ports for starships, like maybe at different levels too. So like one big circle over here, or maybe even oval or whatever shape makes the most sense. That's kind of a little bit lower. Maybe one that's a little bit taller over here. You know, who knows which ships people want to make. You could do a little Naboo Starfighter, or maybe even the full-on Millennium Falcon or something like that. Could be awesome. I do think that is going to do it for us for this week. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like if you did. I'm doing it for the likes this season. And I really appreciate all of you who are tuning in and enjoying this content. Next week, we're going to be probably filling this part out, trying to figure out this whole curvature thing and kind of moving up from there. I mean, the big hero piece is going to be this area. I don't know if we'll get to that next week or not, but only time will tell. So until next time, goodbye. Oh, goodbye.